What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld, and right now we're going to be talking about how you can reach MUT level 50 super fast in a hurry. Right now, what we're looking at, that is the most important part of what you need to focus in on. Now, whether or not you're going to be getting NCAA or CFB 25, College Football 25, it doesn't really matter. We will be playing College Football 25, at least for the month leading up to Madden, but I want you guys to understand, you're going to still play this game if you're a Madden guy. Right? So why not take advantage of what is available? And I get it. It's outrageous. Everybody has 19 Vanguards. So what's stopping you from getting 19 Vanguards? Just don't care, bro. Play the game the way it's designed to be played. So before we jump into how we're going to go ahead and get this done and why I'm almost at level 47, we're going to talk about a few things. Okay? Number one, have you been doing the milestones? Okay, remember, they've taken away the fact of the consecutive bonus milestones, so you can't, it doesn't matter if you miss a day, which I like, because sometimes you're not able to log in and you can't do it, and when they had like the streak of having like 40 days, it was very annoying. Also, I think that EA got a little bit smarter, because what they're gonna probably start doing, they don't want you to advance quickly, and they kind of don't want you to keep record of what you're supposed to be unlocking, so it's a little hard to understand how to do this and be successful. The number one thing that you have to always make sure you're doing with these weekly objective milestones, and this happened to a couple people, over the last couple drops of the weeks, they've been holding off the fourth one. So they don't want you to know what the next promo is. So this right here, this wasn't here. Like, one of the things weren't here originally because they don't want you to know what the promo is, because everybody knew in advance when they were dropping it at first. Yo, we know what's coming. It's going to be Genki Force or whatever. So they stopped putting all four out. Some of you guys have made this mistake where you only thought there were three and you just left it alone. Make sure you check back after Thursday of every week when they actually drop the promo and you get that actual slot for the milestone for the the MUT level upgrades, because this season XP, right, it's so far and few between, and I get some new viewers that come in like, yo, what happened to the grinding back in Madden 20? Everything has changed, so you have to understand that this is very, very important. This is a lot more important than worrying about a daily, because obviously you're getting 60,000 XP when you complete it weekly. Now, as far as the current promo and everything that's going on and what's going to be happening going forward, you're going to have to lock in on Theme Team All-Stars. Now, I need to know in the comments right now, how many of you guys have completed this already? Type 1 if this is already done. A lot of you guys have still not completed it because you haven't really been following the proper guidelines to get it done. And you're like, yo, G, I don't know what's going on. Bro, this is what's going on, right? EA Sports has specific requirements. Some things you have to do head-to-head. Some things has to be house rules. When you see stats, number one rule, when you see stats, right, in any of these actual promos, doesn't matter which one, for the live events, when it shows stats, that you can do in any mode. The other things are always separated, where you have to do head-to-head or you have to do solo battles. It'll be outside of the stats. So I would suggest that you always tackle the stats part first, and then you look to everything else. Because what happens is they give you a lot of crap with this. If you play the game online as often as I do, it doesn't really matter when you get the head-to-head done, because you're going to play the game. Some of you guys don't like to play head-to-head. So I just want to make sure you guys know, you can do the stats version at your leisure. The only thing that I recommend, bro, is that you always make sure that you have the right amount of players in it. And if they do give you a free player, test it out for the promo to make sure it works, because many times when they give you a free player, it does not register. And I get a ton of messages, yo, it's not registering, I don't know what's going on. What's going on is EA doesn't unlock the proper coding when they drop some of these free cards, and then it just doesn't register. That's what's going on. So you want to make sure that when you're doing this, it's specific. That's why it happens so much faster, because we're not just playing the game to play it, right? You're looking at it, okay, look, I gotta go here, I gotta score 200 points with 2 theme team players, I gotta pass. So you see, you do the specific stuff. And like I said before, whether you're on Xbox, PC, PlayStation, you take a snapshot of what the objectives are, and while you're in game or you're in those modes locked in, just make sure you're going through it. That will prevent you from wasting time and having to always come back and see what the live events are. Okay, so that's the number one thing I wanted to make sure you guys know. The promos are very, very important. I'm going to see how many ones are there to see how many of you guys completed it, and then I'll know that a lot of you guys probably haven't gotten this done yet. Now, this is another thing that I want to make sure you guys understand, right? Utilizing solo battles this late in the year, I don't recommend, but in certain cases, you may have to do it, okay? Now, this right here, as far as level goes, right? Level 50 and everything like that, it all works together. So what that means is the competitive pass. This is very, very important because I'm about to max this out too. And a lot of you guys are like, yo, G, bro, how are you doing it? Now look, this is another thing that's very, very interesting. I make sure I get my 20 MUT champ wins right away, right? Even if you're not able to get 20, I know if you're watching this video, you can get at least 10. And if you need to see the blueprint, I will give you the blueprint. But like I said, more than likely it'll be for members only. But again, this is the situation, right? Get as many wins as possible and do the MUT champs first, right? After you're done with that, do head-to-head seasons. If you have time, and only if you have time, because it's this late in the year, I would say go ahead and do solo battles. I don't really care if you do it or not, because we still didn't do a lot of these, and we were able to get that, the quarterback that they were giving away, the Trevor Lawrence, and we sold them for 1 million coins. So you can still do these things, make coins, level up, and not play as extensively. Now, at the launch of Madden 25, we are going to be going full throttle. We go crazy at launch, okay? Like, it's not even a game. Like, bro, we're on it. Like, let's get it. Like, we got to do it. So in those cases, we will be doing solo battles in those specific cases. But because it's so late, if you're more of an offline player, I would focus on doing this. All right, the solo battle, stuff like that, and tackling milestones and things like that. That's what I would focus in on. But the reason that I'm bringing this up is because there's so many other things that you get for free. You know, like I said, I sold the Trevor Lawrence. I got 1 million coins. The touchdown pack I just opened gave me nothing but 96s. A lot of these things contribute to your MUT level and getting better because it makes your team better if you get really good picks. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're pulling stuff that's wild, you can now upgrade your team and not have to worry about it. So you need to lock in and figure out what is the most important part of what's actually going on. And right now, as of today, you need to be locked in on Theme Team All-Stars competitive in Season 6. Everything else, like this one right here, what is it? That was what is that? The AANHPI Heritage Month. This one has not really been something that I have advocated for because it's all about tokens and it has nothing to do with XP. And this is another thing that people get confused with. Just because it's in the field pass, that does not mean it contributes to your MUT level. Okay? Look at the field pass and see what it's showing you. Do not waste time, because once you start wasting time and doing this and you're doing that, and then you realize nothing was happening, now you're like, yo, what am I doing right now? Understand, when you go to the live events, you can look to see what everything is, okay? So that's something that I want you guys to realize as well. Also, some of them are only one and done, like the Ultimate Legends. Once we got the one card, it was over. It was done. So focus in on the things that make sense. That is the way to go through, get it done glitchy, and upgrade your MUT level to level 50, obviously super fast. We'll be done next week. Let me know what your MUT level is in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.